Woo! What's up, fellas, ladies? This is for the married couples, man, or the boyfriend, girlfriend, if you're seeing somebody. Well, with me and my personal relationship, I go to church and stuff every Sunday, and I read a little bit every morning, and I want that for my wife too. And that was kind of part of our agreement, was to keep Father and Jesus first, and me and her would be stronger, keep them first, and we'll always be strong, and we didn't want each other without them, without their approval, without their, and man, when you get in that walk, you want to do everything right. I got my brother Brandon helping me. We're writing like a prayer book and stuff, and we're always holding each other accountable for stuff we're doing in life, and just kind of helping each other, or just what we can do for somebody, or just different prayers we can think of, just all kinds of brainstorming. My wife too, she's actually typing it up. Me and my bro's been building it, and she's kind of typing it, and it's like all three of us. But when you hold each other accountable, my wife too, we kind of back each other up. Not kind of, we do. We back each other up with Father and Jesus, and we kind of always say, what would he do, and but I had a husbands, what's up, boyfriends, speaking from a dude's point of view, that our anger can get the best of us sometimes, so we need to kind of like walk away, count to 10 type thing. But sometimes you get gator rolled more than that. I had a situation, me and my wife was seeing some indifferences in something in life, and I played like the cold shoulder, I didn't want to talk about it. Hell, I opted out the other day on an activity that night that I just wasn't in the mood, because I was hurt. My feelings were hurt that she wasn't listening to me, or she wouldn't understand what I was saying. So my feelings was hurt, and I was going to take it out on her and just not do nothing the rest of the night, Be selfish, kind of let her feel what my heart was feeling, And I kept that up, man, I was going to do it for the day, but it rolled over into the next morning, man. We put our smiles on, hey, kiss each other, and you still feel the elephant in the room, And I chose to just, I don't know, man. I just, I kept praying. It's like, guard my mouth, Dad, and Jesus, please just, kind of, just asking for a little help through the day, and just stay quiet. I could also feel myself battling my flesh too, wanting to mouth off something to her, or just bring up some past, or just make it worse. So I fought that for that first day, and then it rolled over to the next day, and I'm just like, man, for the situation, I felt like I was being hung on the cross kind of deal, like kind of I'm changing my ways, so why are you I felt a little like I was being put back in my past, a little bit, which I'm not going to bring up my personal stuff, but, relationships, they have their ups and downs, man. They got their stuff they got to work through. They got, both the parties might be insecure a little bit growing up, might have some stuff you got to flaw out, or just, work out the kinks. I understand that, But my day fled into 2 days. And then it fled into the third day was church day. And I could feel that little elephant still in me, that little elf in the room, that little bottle of fury in me that wanted to just keep that little crap going, And got to church and sung my hymns and my little hymns, or not my hymns, my little hymns and my little church songs, got in the spirit, got my word, got, preacher man got up there, he talked about the sheep, and there's only one door to get to, there's only one shepherd, and you have to get through that shepherd to be a sheep, and you can't climb the fence, and just, when he calls your name, he knows us by name. When he calls your name, you'll come running. And that's the way I feel here, man, because I went to church, and it was on the way to church, Father was talking to me. And I thought about Matthew 7, 1 through 5. It says, do not judge and criticize and condemn others, so that you may not be judged and criticize and condemn yourselves. For just as you judge and criticize and condemn others, you will be judged and criticized and condemned. And in accordance with the measure you use to deal with others, it will be dealt out again to you. Why do you stare from without at the very small particle that is in your brother's eye, but do not become aware of and consider the beam of timber that is in your own? Or how can you say to your brother, let me get that tiny particle out of your eye, when there is the beam of timber in your own eye? You hypocrite. First get the beam of timber out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly and take the tiny particle out of your brother's eye. To me, on the way to church, that's what Dad was telling me. He's like, this is the behavior I'm talking about these last 3 days. Yeah, y'all had a oops that night. Cool. Get over it. Life keeps going. That's what he was telling me. And he was like, how, the same way you're telling your wife, stop putting me on the cross, stop condemning me for things. It's the same way I'm going to treat you when you come to my house. I'm going to condemn you the way you condemned your brothers and sisters. So when they wrong you, turn the other cheek, man. Give them a hug. Pray for them. Understand that you're fighting with the flesh, man. It's with the spirit. So the scorn of the scorn I was seeing in my wife's eye actually ended up being my scorn, the timber in my eye. I had to pray off when I got to church and on the way to church, because the Spirit rolls through you, man. He lets you know what's up. Just listen to him. You get that relationship with God, you'll hear them things, man. Because that's what the whole time in 3 days, I was praying, man. I was praying. Father, put it on her heart. Soften her heart. Let her know what I'm thinking. Guard my mouth. I'm saying all those little prayers. And then the third day on the way to church, he hit me with the dynamite. Hit me with the dynamite. That says, when you come to the kingdom, this is not the attitude I want you to have. When people wrong you, I want you to understand that you used to wrong people too. And how many times do you want Jesus to forgive you when you mess up? And it hit me like a ton of bricks, man. So, speak life, man. Don't ever speak death. Don't try not to ever think it either. Something pops off, try to talk to Father and Jesus about it. Try to just, I know it's hard, but speaking for me too, man, I was the biggest aggressive monster out there, man, before Jesus got hold of me. Literally feel Saul to Paul, man, when I got my call. Like, I was a monster out there, and now I'm a monster for the Lord, man. I'm trying to just get people to their identity, try to just help as much as I can from where I am. I ain't really, I'm not a saint, man. I'm not a saint. I'm a child just like you. I think it's ultimately it's just the relationship, man. You get up and just say good morning and how you doing, and just, even if you ain't get your vision that day, man, he ain't leaving you. He's figuring out a way to put it on your heart, or that right timing. It's always his timing. It's always his will. His will be done. And so yeah, I had to kind of knock myself off the old chopping block and humble myself, because even my brother Brandon, me and him get at it sometimes, because we're really, really, really deep in faith, and we get on some topics, and hell, we won't talk for each other for a couple of weeks sometimes, because we don't see eye to eye on something. And that's not, I don't think that's how you're supposed to be, man, with your brother and your sister. Or, I don't think that's how it operates in the kingdom of Christ. Because ain't no one perfect. We're all trying to figure it out, So, I just wanted to share that, man, and y'all keep your heads up and keep pushing, and Godspeed, man. Peace.